Hello students, welcome to the science class of 5th standard of chapter the skeletal and muscular system. Before I start, I am going to discuss objectives of this chapter, topics to be discussed and the terminology of this chapter. So students, objectives of this chapter are: learn about skeletal system, bones, importance of bones, muscles and joints for the body, functions of bones, major bones of the body, that is arms, legs, chest bone, skull, jawbone and backbone, care of bone and joints, food items to make the bones strong, and importance of good posture and exercise. Students, in this chapter we will discuss about skeletal system, functions of skeletal system, structure of bones, parts of the skeleton, joints and types of joints, muscles and types of muscles, care of bones and joints, importance of posture and exercise. Students, terminology of this chapter is skeleton, collagen, bone marrow, skull, rib cage, floating ribs, backbone, vertebrae, girdles, joint, ligaments, cartilage, atlas, tendons, voluntary muscles, striated muscles, cardiac muscles, involuntary muscles, smooth muscles and posture. Now students, open your book at page 19. We are going to start reading from skeletal system. Students, skeletal system consists of the skeleton, which is the framework of bones inside our body. Now underline word skeleton, and the definition of skeleton is framework of our body consisting of bones. Now what is framework? Framework means an essential supporting structure of a building, vehicle or object. Students, when we touch or generally press our hands, head, legs and feet, we feel a hard material inside the body, and these hard parts that form the skeleton are called bones. So what are bones? Hard substance present in our body is called bone. So students, just as a building has a framework of wood or metal, our body also has a framework, and this framework of bones is called the skeleton. Students, skeleton is made up of 206 bones. Now look at the picture given in your book. It shows the skeletal system, which consists of skull. It includes the bones of our head, face and the jaws. Then is sternum, that is the breastbone. Then is scapula, that is the shoulder blade. Then is rib cage, humerus, elbow, ulna and radius. These are the bones of the arms or forelimb. Then we have backbone, pelvis. After that we have femur, knee, tibia and fibula. These are the bones of legs or hand limbs. Students, we will discuss about these parts of skeletal system in detail further in this chapter. Now let's discuss about functions of the skeleton system. Number 1, the skeleton system forms a framework of bones that gives shape to our body. That is, skeleton provide shape to our body, and without the skeleton, our body would not have a definite shape. Underline word definite and write down its meaning: fixed or exact. Now number 2 is the skeleton protect delicate organs of the body like rib cage protect lungs and heart. Now underline word delicate and write down its meaning fragile. Number 3 is bones along with muscles helps to move our body parts. Underline word muscle and write down its meaning fleshy bundle of elastic material. So students, bones and muscles together help our body parts to move. After that, number 4 is bone marrow. Students, bone marrow inside the long bones and ribs make the red blood cells and the white blood cells. Underline word bone marrow and write down its meaning, the soft fatty substance present in long bones. So students, there is a jelly-like soft fatty substance present in long bones called bone marrow, and in bone marrow red blood cells and white blood cells are made. Number 5 is bones are the storehouse of minerals like calcium and phosphorus. Underline word storehouse and write down its meaning, a large supply of something. So students, bones are made of minerals like calcium and phosphorus. So for the stronger bones, we should eat diet rich in calcium and phosphorus. And you know, milk and dairy products are the rich source of calcium, and almost all animals and vegetable foods are rich source of phosphorus. So one should include these food items in his diet for stronger bones. Now next topic is structure of bones. Now students, bones are made up of tissues, nerves and blood vessels. Tissues. Tissues are distinct type of material of which bones are made, consisting of specialized cells. Nerves is a bundle of fiber that receives and sends messages between the body and the brain. And blood vessels are tubular structure carrying blood through the tissues and organs. Bones are soft and spongy from inside and are surrounded by a tough exterior layer composed of calcium, phosphorus and substance called collagen. Now underline word spongy and write down its meaning, a porous and compressible substance. Underline word exterior and write down its meaning, situated on outside of something. Now underline word composed and write down its meaning, to make or form by combining things. Now underline word collagen and write down its meaning, substance that cover the exterior of the bone. Students, collagen is a protein that provides structure to much of your body, including bones, skin, tendons and ligaments. So students, bones are basically made up of calcium, phosphorus and collagen. Now, the long bones are filled with a spongy jelly-like substance, that is bone marrow, and I have discussed already. Bone marrow is the soft fatty substance present in the long bones is called bone marrow, and red blood cells and white blood cells are produced in the bone marrow. Students, there are 206 bones in an adult human being, and do you know, a newborn baby has 300 bones, and these bones fuse together and form long bones as the baby grows and become less in number with age. Students, for strong and healthy bones, we should eat diet rich in vitamin D, calcium and phosphorus. So students, today we have discussed about skeletal system, function of the skeleton and the structure of bones. Now students, there is a small exercise brush up on page 18. Solve this exercise on book and also revise related cross questions. Thank you. Have a nice day.